Hi, this is the Autoimmune Project. My name's Dee. It's February 18th, 2017, 3:11 p.m. I'm doing a journal update. Um, had a bit of a backslide. Um, I started the George's aloe vera, fractionally distilled aloe vera juice. How long ago was that? Just a moment. Let me look at the date. I'm not very prepared because I'm super scattered right now. I don't feel well at all. I started it on the 8th, so I've been on it a week and 4 days, including today. Where do I begin? All right. I was taking it in the morning. I went ahead and went straight to the, because I did fine on a ½ ounce, didn't notice any nausea or anything. Went straight to the 2 ounces. Seemed to do okay at first. I run into a problem the last 3 or 4 days. I actually felt like I've been kind of going downhill because I was doing great on the 2 items from the protocol, the diatomaceous earth and the my body acclimated to the fermented kefir, and I was doing good, drinking and eating lots of that. I feel like it is saving my life, basically. That's a good way to put it. Those of us with mast cell, it's going to take some time for you to adjust to something like kefir. If you can afford culturelle or something like that, please by all means do that. But if you can't and you're on food stamps and you've been sick a long time like I have and you're stuck in the system and you don't have Social Security and the only thing you have is a TANF income, which is aid to families with dependent children, then you don't have a lot of money at all to spend on anything extra of any kind. So kefir is a really good answer to that because you can buy the Lifeway kefir, and it's the store, even Walmart has it in the yogurt section. So if you start slowly, your body will adapt to it, and you will become, you'll feel like if you miss it, because there was one morning I didn't take it, and I didn't feel very good that day. And yeah, I drink it like it's like I'll die if I don't have it, basically. That's the way I feel. That's a good way to put it. Like I said, I was doing better. Then I've added the Georges. Now, keep in mind, I am highly allergic to plastics and latex. Highly, highly allergic. As in, even contact with plastic to my skin, including synthetic fabrics, causes chemical burns. That's right, you heard it. It causes chemical burns on my skin. My lips, if I use plastic cups, different sorts of plastics. Some things I get away with. Like some silicone-based items I can kind of get away with. It depends. Adhesives, all kinds of things that are made with latex or plastic. Anyway, I had some doubts in my head about the aloe juice because I had previously tried an aloe juice product a few years back. And every time I drank it, it made me nauseous. And I didn't realize back then, because I wasn't diagnosed yet, that I was on the right track for trying to help myself. It was just, I'm allergic to latex, and aloe vera juice has latex in it. The George's is fractionally distilled, so there was some hope that I could do that because of the distillation process. I have a feeling, yeah, when I really started going downhill, I switched from taking it in the morning to taking it at night. Ever since I made that switch, I'm waking up all night long with really bad flares, heart racing, flip-flopping, feet going numb, you know, the POTS dysautonomia stuff going insane because I'm having an allergic reaction. So my sleep is being disturbed. I was sleeping really good before this all started. I don't know if it's a cumulative effect of the aloe juice or if it was merely because I switched it to the night. I think it's probably a cumulative effect because I'm obviously having allergic reactions. And through the day, I've noticed I haven't been feeling quite as good before I switched to the nighttime dosage. So I went ahead and went back to the morning dose today. I'm going to give it a few more days. If this doesn't level out, I'm going to have to drop the aloe juice and go with the maitake. My gut instinct was to go with the maitake because of the reaction I had to aloe vera juice previously. But I wanted to give it a chance because of the difference in how it's produced and made. Right now, my gut's telling me the aloe juice is a problem for me. So if you have a latex allergy, I would just go with the maitake right off the bat. And at this point, I can only hope that maybe my son can use the aloe vera juice. He doesn't seem to have a problem with it yet. Because that's $30 that I don't have, that I spent 30 some odd dollars on that. So that was a big fail if this continues. I'm only going to give it a couple more days because I'm rapidly deteriorating because of it and the lack of sleep. So I'll give it like 2 or 3 days. Part of the reason I haven't done any updates in the past couple of weeks, as you know, I've talked about my car is old and I can't get to doctor's appointments. I've been having to get rides, and yeah, it's just been one thing after another. Frustration. Go to get my allergy shots to find out that the bottle expired in December, but I did get my shot in January, but they didn't give me my shot yesterday because the bottle was expired. So that trip was pointless, and I had to get a ride to do that trip. So now I feel bad because somebody gave me a ride for a worthless appointment. That's my doctor's office's fault. They're supposed to pay attention to that stuff. Frustration with doctors. My doctor is really good and their office is usually really good, but they've been going through a lot of changes. They moved to a bigger office. They have a whole bunch of new employees and they changed to a new computer system all at the same time. And they added a couple of doctors to the mix. Like they've added like 5 doctors to the practice just in the last few months. I mean, it's just exploding. It's because they're really good. And I adore them. But they jacked up on this. Everybody makes mistakes, but right now it's hard to tolerate mistakes when you feel like I do. So a backslide. See, this is why I'm doing these videos. Learn from my mistakes. If you have a current latex allergy mast cell problem, and you have mast cell activation or suspected mast cell activation, I would go with maitake mushrooms for your polysaccharide because you have a choice, either the aloe or the polysaccharide or the maitake for your polysaccharide. And just maybe to skip the part that I'm going through right now. I'm hoping this benefits some of you, and so you don't feel like I do right now, which is like I've totally backslid and like I'm almost worse than I was before I started the protocol. That's pretty bad. We're talking barely functioning. Even doing this video, I was like, do I do the video? I'm like, I don't care what I look like. I don't care. Don't care. You just need to do the video so that you guys know that there can be rough patches while you're doing this. I noticed when I started the diatomaceous earth, I had little tiny, what felt like little tiny backslads, but I think that was because of detoxing. It was nothing like this, trust me, not even close. This is, yeah, not fun because you can't sleep and your heart's flip-flopping and you're getting weird numbness and tingling in your limbs, hands, like my left hand right now is tingling like crazy, and my arm all back across the whole back side of it, back here and down into my hand. I really wanted to do a better report, but this is good because it's going to keep others from making this mistake if you're allergic to latex. Anyway, I'm trying to think if I got anything else to update you all on, except for that I'm just backsliding so horribly. I don't know if I can go a full 3 days like this, 3 more, because I mean, I'm really flaring. See how red I am? My hair is kind of covering it up, but I'm really red right now, and I feel hot. I feel like I'm burning up, and it's cool in here. I don't have the heat on. It is 69 degrees outside. Unseasonably warm for February here in Southwest Missouri. But this constant flaring, even with, because I'm still on my prescription meds, I'm not taking the sodium cromolyn because I dropped all that completely out. But I still am on the Zyrtec, Zantac, Benadryl, omeprazole concoctions that are for mast cell. I think I probably need to increase my Benadryl, right? I'm scared to do that because that will cover up what's happening somewhat. And I want to increase my pharmaceutical medications. I'm wanting to get off them. Okay, I'm going to try to push through this. That is all I can do. because if I start increasing my medications, it's going to cover up what's happening here. Yeah, that would screw this up, and it would screw it up for you guys. So I'm just going to push through, see how the next couple of days go. It's totally, my search for a car has almost come to a complete standstill because I can't think straight long enough to organize. Yeah, I don't want to buy a car when I'm like this because I don't want to have buyer's remorse. Right now I'm so frustrated and tired that I just want to buy one and get it over with, just whatever, so I don't have to bug people for rides or call the medical transportation people, that some of them are good and some of them not so good and very scary sometimes, which we know how stress affects us. We have allergic reactions to stress. So, but trust me, this current backslide's not just stress. It is definitely, I think, the aloe, because I'm not doing anything else that would warrant this happening right now. So, and the fact that me switching the aloe to night, and then suddenly my nighttime sleep being so upset, I mean, it's all pointing to the aloe. I'm gonna go, like I said, I will trudge through it. So scattered right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to update you guys on. Oh, I currently have my kefir grains, my little probiotic colony. I put them to bed in the fridge for a little bit because they were producing more than I could eat or drink. So they're in bed for about a week while I play catch up, drinking down and making cheese out of what I've currently made. Because I was producing 2 quarts, a gallon a day. Or half a gallon, I mean. Half a gallon a day. And so that was quicker than I was drinking it. My son, I think, kind of slowed down his intake of it. And that's the only, probably part of the reason. But anyway, they're in bed right now. They're in a jar all together, and with a little bit of milk, and I put them in the fridge, and that slows them down. And you can do that, I think, up to like a couple of weeks. I'm only going to have to put them to bed for a week. The less time they spend like that, the better, because they do have a little recovery time when you do that. I'm glad I put them to bed right now and that I had an excess of kefir made, because right now I'm so sick, I wouldn't be able to babysit my kefir. That's how bad I feel right now. Simply straining it and getting it transferred to different jars and all that, I'm not even capable of that right now. So if that gives you an idea of how bad I'm feeling, yeah. I can only laugh about it, because what else are you going to do? Cry? I mean, I've been dealing with this for many years now, and yeah, you do feel like crying a lot. And then there's nobody around to hear it, which is good, because I don't like crying in front of people. That's, I don't know, showing weakness. I don't like people knowing I'm sick even. To me, it's like showing weakness, and I was always, I think it was instilled in me as a child. Don't cry. Don't show weakness. Do I need to get over that? Probably. But some people prey on weakness. And trust, even though I'm sick, I'm definitely not weak. Because even sick, I can roar like a lioness. Trust in that. Anyway, like if a doctor were to annoy me right now, that would be a huge mistake. Anyway, because my patience is very short when I feel like this. I think all of us feel that way when we're sick. Um, just well, some people want to be mollycoddled and waited on hand and foot. I'm one of those people. I want to lay in bed and everybody better stay away from me and leave me alone. That's a good way to put it. I'm sure there's others of you that are like that, and then there's the others that enjoy being. I mean, it'd be nice to have somebody to take care of you when you're sick, but I've never had that. I've never had that. I've taken care of other people when they're sick, but I've never had that, and I don't know how I would even react to it because I'm so used to dealing with this stuff by myself. Anyway, I'm going to end my journal because I'm just rambling about dumbass stuff right now, and but I will report back. I don't know if I'll get a video done the next couple days or not. Based on how I'm feeling right now, I will report immediately whether I made the switch from the aloe to the maitake mushrooms, because that's right now it's looking very likely. I was shopping for L-arginine because I was getting ready to add that to the protocol. But this whole backslide has put everything at a standstill. So, but I'll be adding that as soon as I get through this, whatever is going on, which I think we all know what that is probably. But I'll let you know for sure so that you guys can beware. Anyway, I hope you're feeling better than I am, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good week, good month. Bye.